Welcome to the Brie Pod. I'm here with me, Brie. So, as you know, last week we talked about an induction date. I am being induced on Friday, 9/16 at 8 a.m. As long as the COVID test goes well, as long as there's no other mamas having babies at that time, we will be good to go. And the pre-op um person will call me the night before to let me know what I need to do for for Friday morning. So I am like, holy shoot. We are at September 14th, 2 days to this baby coming. Um, it's been quite the whirlwind of emotions as far as like how I'm feeling. I feel excited, I feel scared, I feel happy, I feel nervous, I feel like all the questions I think that fear brings. It's like, am I going to be a good mom? Am I going to be able to breastfeed? Am I going to be able to pump and breastfeed? Will the lactation consultant be helpful? Like all these crazy things just coming to me now. Not coming to me now, just the emotions are starting. And so it's starting to get like real. It's scary, but exciting. Now I know that just because I'm getting induced, it does not mean that I'll have the baby right away. It's probably gonna be a bit of a process. I know that people have been um wondering why I'm getting induced, and I have explained that in the last episode, but basically it's just the fact that, they're talking about how at my particular facility that I'm going to, that when you turn 41 weeks, it starts to get a little iffy with placenta and stillbirth, and with the way that my body has been to me, I don't trust my body when it comes to waiting. I know that I shouldn't say that per se because my body did give me a baby, but at the same time, it took my body forever to get here. Endometriosis still exists. It's something I'm gonna have to eventually face the music with again when I get out of the pregnancy. And I just don't trust it. I don't trust that my body will be nice. It hasn't been for many years. And so I am just taking the precaution because I trust the team. I'm not saying that my body, I shouldn't say I don't fully trust my body because I do trust my body. I'm gonna have to when it comes to labor and everything. But as far as waiting to wait naturally for this thing to go down, I've just decided you know, I don't want to take that risk because it took a long time to get here. There's still a journey that brought us here. Um, that really, yeah, it was like, it's a lot. So that is why. And I know it's not easy for everyone to understand, and that's okay because it's not their journey, but I'm sharing that because I did have people question me as to why. Also, a lot of people think that if you're getting induced, that means you are getting a C-section, which there's nothing wrong with anyone getting a C-section, but that's not actually like a true thing. For people that don't know this, induced just means, that they'll help you go into labor, but it doesn't mean that it has to end in a C-section or that you can't give birth vaginally. Um, but obviously with anything could happen where they may have to do a C-section. And in my birthing plan, the main thing that I told the doctor and my midwives is that I would prefer to do whatever route is gonna save myself and the baby, really. So if that means it's a C-section, if that means I can go with a vaginal delivery, then that's what I'd like to do. So I'm open-minded to whatever they need and just trusting. my body's cues as well as trusting the doctor and midwives. Well, I mean, of course, it. I do believe that you got to be careful in certain situations, but because I trust this team, I would trust, what they say of what they think should happen. Unless my body says otherwise, which I know I just said in the beginning of this that I don't trust my body, but then I'm listening to my body. It's a mixture of emotions toward my body at this point. I probably said that word like 20 times now, but um, it's just I feel that in some ways it has let me down, and then in some ways I need to listen to it. So it's kind of like like a love. I don't want to say hate, but love hate relationship. Not to the extreme of hate though. Um, so that is why. Um, Not that I had to say why, but I told you I was bringing you on my journey with me, my path with me, and these are my reasonings. It's not to say that they're perfect, like I think that people have their opinions, but that's the thing. At the end of the day, it goes to what I feel is right, and I feel this is right for me. And I feel confident in that. Do I feel confident in going into labor and giving birth? Well, I don't think I was gonna feel that way at all. Anyway, but I've just been praying really hard about it. I've been trying to stay calm, trying to just note that whatever happens, I have a beautiful support system. Um, and look at sorry. Oh wow. And looking at the end goal of meeting my son and just probably gonna be in awe and shock, like, oh wow, he's here. So just thinking of those things. So that's basically what I'm up to. It's the waiting game of labor coming and, making sure that I pass the COVID test, of course, because you never know with these days. So whatever happens, happens is where I'm at right now. And I think it's the safest bet to take at this point because it is no longer in my hands. Yeah. So we'll see. But this episode isn't going to be long again because I did say if I made it this far, then I probably wouldn't have a lot to say except how scared and like, oh gosh, but excited too. So, yeah, that is where we're at. We're basically on the countdown. It's the final countdown. Whoa. Sorry. That's where we're at with that. Um, so maybe depending how I feel, next week I'll be on here, maybe with an episode with the baby. Probably won't be long too. I mean, a lot of these episodes are probably gonna be a little bit shorter until I finally get a swing of things. But I'm gonna keep you on the path with me. So if you're still following and you're still listening, thank you so much for um just coming with me on this. It's been so surreal, wild, crazy, a bunch of different terms, and I can't believe we're here. Like when you go back to my first episode, I talk about the struggle of infertility, and now I'm here with a baby coming any day now, because he still has time to come on his own, and it's crazy. It's like, wow, wow. So, yeah, yeah. But anyway, with that, you are loved, you are worthy, you are cherished, and I am proud of you. Till next time, on the free side.